Hello, everybody. I'm Jay Maya from Tropic Monsters, and we are live from the Health Promotion and Innovation Lab in Republic Poly for the Hello Me event. So this event is to raise awareness about mental health as well as have a good time, good vibes only. So I want to introduce everybody, but I just want to ask everybody to say hi, so you can hear in the background. Everybody say hi. Yeah, so we're in the lab right now with people involved in this live. Some students from Republic Poly, some technical crew behind. They are the ones arranging all the camera, the audio, and also we have artists, singer-songwriters from Singapore as well as the Philippines. Okay, so first off, I want to introduce local talents Yanni and Alyssa. They are both singers and songwriters from Singapore, and also well-known mental health advocates. So thank you both for spreading the positivity and good vibes. Yeah. All right, so I just want a short introduction from each of them. But first of all, can we have Yanni to give her short introductions, please?
Hi guys, so I'm Yan, as known as Yanni Ruth. So I'm a content creator, mental health advocate, as well as a singer-songwriter. So I have an EP coming out very, very soon in the subsequent months. So do stay tuned to my socials at Yanni Ruth on Instagram and as well as on TikTok as well. Yeah, so very glad to be here today.
Wow, an EP, alright. Wow, very good, very good. An EP, so what's the name of your EP? Transition, okay, wow. So later you'll be performing songs for us, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. 2 songs?
Yeah.
Alright, awesome. So next up we have another singer-songwriter from Singapore as well, Alyssa Lie. Can you give a short introduction, please?
Hi everyone, I'm Alyssa. I'm a performing artist and content creator here in Singapore. So I do a whole bunch of things. I sing, I write, I act, I model, I host. I'm not gonna say everything I do, but my favorite thing to do is really to record TikTok videos and talk to my audience online. I think that's where I get the most joy. And I also recently released my EP. I released it in May, actually, and I had my first concert, and it meant a lot to me. So yeah, that was a big milestone. Actually, 2020 and 2021 have been huge milestones for me. So I'm very, very thankful for everything.
Wow, your first performance, I must have missed it. Where do you perform?
I was at the Estimate Recital Studio. Yeah, but
Wow.
we were also sold out. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Next time I'll get a backstage pass from you, right?
I'll give you an invite.
Alright, backstage pass invite, and then go ticket, right?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure to invite me. I will hold you on that.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll catch the artist performing later. But we also have an international artist from the Philippines, Gabby, Joson. But she'll be singing her songs through live, It cannot be she teleport here, right? Or travel now very far, and also with the pandemic and all that. So thank goodness for the internet. Yeah, don't need to travel very far, very troublesome. Huh? So we have her live on Zoom. We want to have a short introduction from her as well. Hey, Gabby, say hi.
Hi everyone! Good evening everyone! All the way from the Philippines, I'm Gabby. I'm currently a nursing student in the Philippines on my 3rd year, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm actually a singer-songwriter. I like to say that I am. It's self-proclaimed, but I really enjoy making songs as a way of expressing myself. And I'm also here, and I'm proud to be here as also an advocate of mental health. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.
All right, that is absolutely amazing because I heard you guys performing, rehearsing a little bit during the rehearsals just now, and you all want to hear because the songs, it really inspired me. So I really can't wait for the performances. But first, I want to introduce more people. Okay, next up we have, as you know, this live event is about spreading mental health awareness. That's why we have mental health experts from Brahm Centre who will be sharing with us some professional advice about staying positive, which is very important, especially during these tough times. Everyone's staying home more often with the isolation and all that. So without further ado, can we have Miss Josephine and Miss Jolene introduce yourselves? I believe one of you is a dancer. Josephine, is it you? Or?
Hi, I'm Josephine. I'm from Brahm Centre.
Hi, I'm Jolene. I'm from Brahm Centre.
All right, awesome. So maybe perhaps could you share what we will cover later on and how would you contribute to this event?
So later on, we will share some tips on how to keep your mental health well during the pandemic and moving towards the endemic phase as well. And Jolene will share some tips on what she does to keep her mental health well from a youth perspective.
That's very important. We have different perspective. Yeah, awesome. So I can't wait. Because as you know, we will have callers coming in through Zoom. Who some will be anonymous. Some, if you don't mind sharing who you are, it's open as well. It's not. But if you want to be anonymous, it's strictly confidential. So this event actually is to spread mental health awareness for people to call in and also share their thoughts. So you're not alone, everybody. Okay. So next up, we have presenters from the Fellowship Haven, a student-run podcast. So congratulations, guys, on launching your first episode just 2 days ago, I believe. Yay! So you guys are actually students from RP, and you guys running a podcast. Give a short introduction about yourself, please, and your podcast.
Okay. Hello, my name is Matthew. Currently studying year 1 here in Republic Poly. Yeah. Pursuing diploma in health management and promotion. Yes.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm in the year 2 of DHMP in RP. Yeah.
You guys have to come to the front because the mic. Yeah. So you all just take turns to come to the front. Our mic not so.
Hello,
powerful.
my name is Ivan. Year 1 in Diploma in Health Management and Promotion.
All right. And next up we have.
Hi everyone, I'm Inshira. Year 1 student from. Wait, what? DHMP. Yeah, DHMP also.
It's okay. Nice.
Hi, I'm Nara and I'm a year 1 student studying also Diploma in Health Management and Promotion. Hi everyone, my name is Bridget. I also study in Health Management and Promotion, year 1.
All right, awesome. I love your onesies. Is it called onesies, right?
Yes, onesie.
So
Yes.
what is it all about? Can you share with us?
The family. Whose idea?
Whose idea is it? Whose big idea is it?
You intro. You intro this one.
Yeah. Maybe the person nearest to the mic lah. Dinosaur.
Just randomly, want to try something different for today.
Yeah.
And
I love it. Very fun and good vibes. Maybe how can I get one of these? You can later share with me or
how to get?
I borrow one set from you lah.
Shopee.
Okay, Shopee. You buy from me later. So not advertisement from Shopee. Not sponsored. Okay. 11 over already.
Yeah.
All right. So next up. Today's live event, as you're watching right now from Facebook, you're also watching right now on TikTok. Okay, hello TikTok. We're supposed to originally go on TikTok, but some technical difficulties and we transferred to Facebook. But hello to the people on TikTok as well. Okay, so we're live both sides. But the people behind the scenes involved in the setting up, in the preparation, in the camera, the audio, and everything that you're hearing and seeing is done by a very talented group of people. They're both. There are some of them from Republic Poly, some from Tropic Monsters, and some from from the streets. No lah. Everybody's from somewhere lah. Okay, so do we have a mic on the technical team? Oh, they are like doing like that. Bo. They say like bo. All right. So last and most importantly, we want to thank Mr. Aaron. I see he's over there. So can we cut to camera 7? Yeah, he's the man, the myth, the legend. Actually, he's the man behind all this. He set up everything. He's the brains behind everything. So we want to thank him all for making all this possible. Oh yeah, he's wearing the hat right now. Yeah. So awesome. So you can join RP and the SHL.
Team SHL.
Team SHL. Let's go Republic Poly. Okay, so without further ado, I hope you guys are comfortable. Maybe you got some popcorn ready because today is going to be a fun event. Okay, it's going to be a fun hour. We'll have musical performances. We'll be also speaking about mental health. There will be a segment when people call in to share about their mental health problems. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you want to chime in, can comment. So feel free to comment or even like or even share the post. Yeah, it's an open community between all of us. So all in all, it's an hour of positivity, good vibes with good company around everyone. Okay, so for the Zoom call, right, for today and also future events, this is just the first one, and we have future after this. We'll be opening our hotline to anyone and everyone to call in and have a chat with us about your mental health. It's very important to talk about your mental health, okay? So the call, if you want, will be anonymous and confidential. So without further ado, we will have our first musical guest, Yanni, Ruth. Is it correct? Yanni, Ruth? Or for short, Yanni?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, awesome. So Yanni, you're a Singaporean singer, songwriter, and mental health advocate. I know you have an Instagram series called HTHT, right? When you talk about the events and things in your life like mental health and also struggles that you face.
Yes.
So why did you decide to start this series?
Okay, so I actually started this series during circuit breaker last year, and then it was I think it was the lowest time of my life, like, because I actually have eating disorder, so it was quite difficult for me to actually go through it with my family, especially because they don't really like is open to it as well. So I decided to go online and then share my story. So actually my first episode is the story of my eating disorder journey, and actually from that my family became more open to mental health, and I am very glad that I did that.
Yeah, it's amazing that you're open and you're sharing about your own struggles so that people can relate, and also it's an open community. Tell people that you're not alone and it's okay to share about your struggles. So you know what? We want to hear you perform right now.
Okay.
So you have a song you're going to perform right now, 永远的会议, correct?
Yes, 永远的
correct.
会议。
标准对不对？标准嘛，对吧？What 对不对？I lost my obviously my Chinese not so good lah. Chinese song. Can you explain a little bit more about this song?
Okay, so I wrote this song. It's actually dedicated to my late grandfather. So it's a song to remind myself of his overflowing love for his family, and his humbleness and kindness that he has for everybody around him. Yeah, I think it's a song of comfort for myself and my family as well. Yeah.
All right. So
Yes.
The stage is all yours. Please take it away, Yanni.
Okay.
You know what? That was really inspiring, and I could really feel all the emotions coming from within.
Thank you.
I'm sure your granddad is very proud of you and the song that you wrote. So, you know, the song is sang in Chinese.
Yep.
For those like myself, Chinese not so good or don't understand Chinese, maybe explain a little bit more, you know, the details of the song or the inspiration behind it.
Okay, so at the very start of the song, it's called it's 每一次走到你家门口, right? It's actually so every time every Sunday I'll actually head to my grandparents' house. So every single time when I'm like reaching his like door, right? So like the corridor, like I will just see him standing there like waiting for me and then like opening the door, and that's why that is the first verse that I wanted to write, because it's something that I think that happens to me every single time that I'm there, and it just makes me feel like I'm very loved. And yeah, and then I think subsequently it's just like seeing how my grandparents, like their love, it just inspires me and, you know, motivates me to find someone like my grandfather or like my grandma. Yeah, so that's about it. I think like the song is
that's really I mean, it's touching and inspirational as well.
Thank you.
So thanks for sharing that song with us as well as that story. So I believe you have another song for us, am I right? So the next song is called Somebody.
Yes, it is.
But this time it's in English, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So you want to share a bit of introduction to the next song before we hear you?
So actually, I just released this song today, and this song is called Somebody. Yeah.
Exclusive
Yes,
world
exclusive.
premiere right here
Yeah, so
from
this
Republic
actually-
Poly.
This is actually my first time like
Awesome.
singing live for
I'm
this
so
song.
honored to be the first audience. We are so honored to be the first audience. And those who are watching live, you know what, I can't wait to hear it already. So please, the stage is all yours again.
Let's go. Everybody talks, everyone has a story. Stories of us, house on us. The could have been and all the what ifs. And you know you.
So you just heard Somebody by Yanni, Ruth.
Mm.
The world premiere, exclusive,
Yes.
right here live on Tropic Monsters. I'm so honored that we are listening. We have just listened to the first, the time you performed this song and the release. You just released it, right?
Yes, today.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've seen the lyric. I mean, I heard you sing the lyrics. Now I can understand better because it's not in Chinese. I can understand English a little bit better, lah. But yeah, I've seen the lyrics. Let's count to 10 again. So I'll fight again and giving all I can. Maybe you can explain more about the lyrics and also the inspiration behind this song.
Sure. So this song, it's called Somebody. So I wrote this song back when I was at my lowest. So it was the same period as I did the series as well. So what I had in my mind when I wrote this song was I was wishing for somebody to be there to be listening to what I had to say, because at a point of time I didn't have anybody and I was all alone. I was struggling through and basically fighting it all on my own. So why I wrote this song is that I want to remind everybody else that as much as we are looking for that somebody to come and like save like us, right? Just hang on tighter, because there will be somebody who will be there eventually. And technically there's actually a lot of somebody in your life, so that you just have to tell yourself that that somebody is going to be there and you just have to wait. So yeah, that's why. So maybe for now let's count to 10 again, because always count to 10 when it's something that I tell myself that when I'm having anxiety attacks and stuff like that. So I always tell myself, okay, count to 10, and then by the time I reach 10 I'm like, okay, wait, yeah. So yeah, that's why I wrote this song.
Thanks for sharing that. That is really useful. I think many people can relate to that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your story. I believe you are that somebody or somebody out there listening to your song, and as well as you sharing. So if people want to listen to your song again, like I would, right? Who wants to listen to somebody again, right? So where can they? Everybody's got their hands up. Where can somebody listen to somebody by yourself, by Yanni, Ruth?
Okay, so you guys can actually tune into most digital music platforms. So if you guys have Spotify, just search somebody and then Yan, Y-A-N, and then you can get to listen to it. Or you can just search Yanni Ruth on Instagram, because I have a link in my bio, and you can just click on the link itself and it will lead you to all the digital platforms. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I wish you all the best for your music career, because you're super talented and your message behind your songs is super inspirational as well. So before we move on, is there anything else you would like to share with the people watching?
Okay. I would like to say that in this time of the pandemic, right? Everybody is going through something, and I just want to let you know that you are never alone. There's always somebody with you, somebody who loves you, somebody who wants to listen to you, and you just have to be open. And for those of you who are struggling, I really, really want to emphasize on this, that seek professional help if you are struggling. And if, let's say, you are very scared or you're afraid, right? Never limit yourself, and I think you should always consult or go to somebody you trust. Yeah. So that's all that I have today.
Thank you. We would love to see you perform again. So the next time we have more events, right, Mr. Aaron? So yeah, hopefully we get Yanni back. But yeah, I confirm support you, and so please continue your making music. That's awesome. Thanks. Come on, everybody clap for Miss Yanni Ruth. All right, so right now we want to move on to a call. We were talking about Zoom calls earlier on, because we want to hear from you as well, the public. So today and future events, we will give you guys a Zoom link where you guys can call in, share about your thoughts. You want to share about your problems, your struggles. We are all ears. We want to listen to you. And also we have medical experts from Brahm Centre here to give advice as well. So without further ado, shall we move on to the first call? It's someone from Singapore, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so for the first call. Hello.
Okay, yes. I think first start out by saying, we all know that we are still in the middle of the pandemic, and usually when I ask my peers about what they think of everything that has been going on, it's usually quite negative.
So then I wanted to ask if anyone here has any thoughts on how we can make like use of this COVID situation to our benefit instead of just focusing on the negative.
Okay. Sorry. Can you repeat the last sentence? How can we? Sorry, I couldn't catch that. My bad.
Situation to our benefit.
Yes, that's just the question when you put out to the public.
Yes, and how we can make use of it.
Sorry, what was the?
Oh, do I repeat the whole question?
Yes, just repeat the whole question, please. Sorry, I'm a bit short of hearing.
Okay. Yes. It's okay. I understand that now we are all in the middle of a pandemic, right?
Mhm.
And usually when I ask my peers, it's a bit negative, the feedback that they are telling me. So I wanted to ask if anyone has any thoughts on how we can make use of this COVID situation to our benefit.
All right. So, how can we make use of the COVID situation to our benefits? I mean, in my opinion, we are, right now we mostly at home. We are isolated, so we know everyone's at home as well, and everyone's going through something, right? Different struggles in their life, and it's always okay to just pop a question like, "Hey, how are you feeling? How are you today? How are you recently?" And you can just catch up, through Zoom, right, online, and then just share your thoughts and feelings, and just be open about mental health rather than just keep it to yourself. But that's my opinion. I would love to hear from the medical experts from Brahm Centre. If you got any advice at all for our caller today? Miss Josephine, maybe you can start off.
I think Jeremiah brought on a very good point. I think at the end of the day, we learn to look to find the silver lining, the situation that we're in. I think it's more important to enjoy the process rather than trying to change things that you cannot change. I think the good things that actually came out from pandemic is every one of us definitely has learned to use different virtual forms to get connected with each other. We learn to eat together virtually. We learn to watch movies together virtually. I think if you look at this positively, we are actually learning a new skill as well.
Yeah. All right. So, Yanni or Alyssa, do you have anything to share at all?
Yes, of course.
All right, Alyssa, we'd love to hear from you.
Firstly, thank you so much for asking that question. I think the pandemic is really just like, it's a challenge, right? And in life, we're going to face many challenges. So whether it's this pandemic or something else or anything else really, you're going to face a situation where things are always changing and you don't really know what to expect. So I think what Josephine says is really true. You just got to learn how to embrace the process. I think I've always been the kind of person to be like, I set goals like 5 years in advance and I want to be there like right now. But you have to understand that life is a process, and they say all roads lead to Rome. So in a way, you have to just kind of tell yourself that whatever life is throwing at you, there's a reason for it. And there's something there that you can learn. And if you kind of just take life as a learning process, then I don't think it's that terrible. And I think this is a positive way to look at something where a lot of people feel it's just very negative. Yeah. I hope that helps.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Thanks for sharing, Alyssa.
No problem.
Yanni, do you have anything to share?
So I think for my side, right, I think the COVID, like the pandemic, has been a blessing to me, in my opinion. That I've learned to take time. I've learned to pause like my life for a while. To slow down and to really like embrace every single thing that I've been missing out for the past few years because of like the hustling culture and everything. So I think it has been a great like lesson for me in a way. And I think what I have to say is that it all brings down to how we actually look at things. So if you choose to look at it as something that you can take away from and then mold yourself into a better person in the next few years, right? And I think there will be a better like outlook and how you can actually like turn your mindset. And yeah,
I think that's why it's so important to share about your thoughts because people can give their own perspective, and you might actually change your views on certain things. But you know what, I would love to hear from the students, the fellowship Haven. You know, these are remarkable students. They are from RP, they are from the SHL. They actually go through courses and modules from about mental health. So, you know, it's not just about them wearing a onesie and giving good vibes, but they are actually very knowledgeable in this subject matter as well. So, could we have a few words from the students?
I guess we can try to like learn how to spend time with yourself.
I maybe can input one. Yeah. So recently from the first episode of Fellowship Haven, I learned this from one of our special guests. Is that to surround yourself with people whose presence call forth your best. I feel that one really is very fruitful and very meaningful to me because research has shown that if you are in a very supportive environment, be it with your friends or your family, it increases your self-esteem and overall it just helps you in your well-being also. Okay, anyone want to add? Hey, go leh.
Yeah.
The Pikachu.
The one in the Pikachu, I got arrow already. Go.
Please.
Alright, so just to further add on to my friends, what Matthew and Cheryl said, mental health is really important, and especially in this pandemic, it is even more important to take care of ourselves and our family members, to spend time with each other, have quality time. Yes, that's important. Alright. Thank you.
Sweet. You know what? I love your voice. Ivan, is it? Ivan? Like Ivan, right? I love your voice. Very calming and opposite from Pikachu lah. Pikachu voice usually very high, but it's good. I love your voice. Right voice for the podcast. Awesome. Okay, so up next, we have our next singer. So wait, sorry. Let's go back to the caller. Does that answer your question? Sorry, I forgot you're there. Is the caller still there? Hello? I think disconnected. It's okay. Maybe
Oh,
hi. Anything. Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing and thanks for asking the question. We hope that will help you. Okay, so next up we have our next singer. She's all the way in the Philippines. Let's welcome Gabby Joson, everybody. So Gabby, hi Gabby. She's connected through Zoom.
Hi, everyone.
Hello Gabby. So how are you? First of all, I want to ask, how are you in the Philippines? How's things over there and how are you coping, physically, mentally? Please share with us.
To be completely honest, the situation of the COVID-19 pandemic has not yet really been, that good. But overall, the people here are trying to cope mentally, emotionally, physically, the best way that we can. And personally, I am doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm also finding ways to cope during this time. So yeah, I think that's me. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. So thanks for agreeing to join us all the way from the Philippines live and for spreading the message.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for spreading the message of, it's okay to say that I'm not okay. So we know that you're a singer-songwriter and you do covers of songs, but I heard that you recently wrote your own original called Powerhouse. Is that correct? Powerhouse?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, can you give us some background about what Powerhouse is about and how it relates to your life? We would love to hear.
Okay, so I'm gonna sound really geeky when I tell you this story. This is actually just a project for school. It's just a spur of the moment kind of thing. We were tasked to creatively describe ourselves, compare ourselves to a part of the cell. And I immediately thought, I think I'm the mitochondria, and we all know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And so that was how it started to, how I started to create the song. And then I didn't really think of it as something that would stick to people, but my classmates especially and my friends, they really liked the song, and I really appreciated that they liked it. So since then, I played this song to people and they seem to really enjoy it. So yeah, here I am today and I'm going to sing it for you guys today.
Wow, mitochondria. I haven't heard that word since, secondary school, like high school. but it's a pleasure to hear that from you again, especially in your song. So without further ado, I would love to hear it. Powerhouse. This is an original song by Gabby Joson. Take it away.
Alright. I hope you guys enjoy. Hey, I know you're feeling a little tired. Yes, I know you don't feel like yourself. Oh, I know how it feels when you have the world on your shoulder. You know I'm here for you. I'll do anything, everything, just to see you get back on your feet and try together. I'll keep you moving, awake and alive. You can count on me to be by your side. Give you the will to keep on going. I'll be your powerhouse. You can count on me. Ooh, you can count on me. Ooh, I'll do anything, everything, just to bring back the light that you used to see in your eyes. I'll keep you moving, awake and alive. You can count on me to be by your side. Give you the will to keep on going. I'll be your powerhouse. You can count on me. Ooh, you can count on me. Ooh, keep you moving, awake and alive. You can count on me. I'll be by your side. Give you the will to keep on going. I'm your powerhouse. You can count on me. Thank you.
Wow, your singing is also, like a powerhouse, and through like thousands of kilometers away, I can still feel the emotions.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and you actually make mitochondria not so boring like in secondary school, in class. I hear mitochondria, on the sleep. But I hear you sing about the mitochondria being a powerhouse, and you can count on me, right? So you can count on me.
That's a big achievement for me.
Yeah, could you explain more a little bit about the lyrics that you wrote? Like, you can count on me, powerhouse. What's the inspiration behind it?
Okay, so when we say powerhouse, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go into science, but when we say powerhouse, it's like referring to what's keeping the cell going, right? So me as a person, I like to believe that I am that someone for someone else. That person who would give you that little push just to make you keep on going. Just to make you feel like there is someone out there who believes that you can do it. So I hope that this reminds the people that I love that I am here for them, and that they can turn to me whenever they need something or they need help or just anything in general. So yeah, that's the inspiration behind the song.
That's awesome. Thanks for letting everyone know that we can count on you, and also, we all need a powerhouse in our life. Someone that you can rely on, you can talk to, share your problems with. That's really nice. Thanks for sharing, Gabby.
Thank you too.
All right. So So we just want to hear a little more from your perspective. What is mental health to you? And perhaps maybe share about how mental health, how we can spread mental health and spread positivity.
I think that as a student nurse, we are really taught to assess everything when it comes to our patients. Like, we just don't look at the patients physical needs, but we also need to refer to their, like mental needs, their emotional needs, and that's really important. And for me personally, I think that, like mental health is one of the most important things that we should look at because what affects us mentally will manifest physically. So I think that we should really look after our mental health, and that way we could also take care of ourselves physically. And like I understand that we should keep like being positive and like putting the smile on our faces. But I just want to remind everyone that it's as this like event. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel emotions. It's okay to be sad about things. And you just have to really feel that, to embrace what you are feeling, every emotion that you are going through, embrace that. And just find ways that you can cope. Ask for help, seek for help, talk to someone, go for a walk, drink your favorite coffee. Just do things that would make you feel better, that would make your mental health better. Yeah, that's my perspective on that.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's very insightful. Like you're thousands of miles, thousands not miles. You use km here in Singapore. Sorry, we are thousands of km apart. But it's great to hear that we all share the same struggles. We all going through the same things in life, like mental health struggles and issues. And yeah, we are all here. So why not we just help each other out and share our thoughts. So I believe. You have a second song for us. You're doing a cover this time, am I right?
Yeah, I am.
So it's a cover of the song Yellow by Coldplay. It's actually one of my favorite songs. It's one of my favorite songs,
me too.
Yeah, and the people at the back here there also, can't wait to hear it. Yellow by Coldplay. Coldplay, this is a cover by Gabby Joson.
Alright. I hope you like this rendition that I made. Again, this is Yellow by Coldplay. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do, and it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. What a thing to die. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn to something beautiful. Do you know? You know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. What a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line, I drew a line for you. What a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turning to something beautiful. Do you know? For you I'd bleed myself dry. For you I'd bleed myself dry. Sing, oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's it. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, that was Yellow by Gabby, Joson, everybody. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
that wonderful rendition. Wait, I might be wrong, but were you singing in another language at the end? Like,
Yeah, I was actually singing, I think it's Chinese. I got this from the movie Crazy Rich Asians.
yeah,
I really love that movie.
I was wondering if it's Mandarin or is it Tagalog? But I mean, it sounds like Mandarin. But well, I know you can
Yeah.
speak Mandarin.
Yeah, I did my best. I hope I didn't do any mistakes.
No, you definitely did better than me. Then I would have done it. So, could you let us know why you chose to perform this song, and also how this song is important or significant for you?
Okay, so this song is one of my favorite songs from Coldplay. It's just a really nice reminder for everyone that someone out there thinks that you are their yellow, and yellow is such a beautiful color. It's actually my favorite color. This color just signifies like happiness and life and love and joy. Like there's just so many things that good things that this color symbolizes. And I chose to sing this song because I would want to remind everyone that you are someone's yellow. Like someone out there thinks that you are such a beautiful thing. You are this great, amazing thing that makes them want to, like exist, And no matter how, like insignificant you feel, you may feel like you're not doing anything good, or you may feel like life's just not for you. Just remember that every little thing that you're doing has a big impact to other people. Like just how the lyrics say, like the stars are shining for you. You are not insignificant. You are appreciated by everyone, and you are loved just the way that you are. So yeah, that's why I chose to sing that song.
You know what? I've never thought of that song that way. That was really changed my perspective on things, especially this song. And whenever I listen to Yellow now, I'll think of what you just said. And thanks for sharing that.
That's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So where can people see your performances? Do you have a YouTube channel or Instagram that they can look out for? Because I believe people would love to see more of your music.
Yeah, I actually have a YouTube channel. I'm not really active nowadays because I've been very occupied with school. But I do have some covers that you might enjoy. My YouTube channel is Gabby, it's just my name. And I also have a TikTok account and an Instagram account, still with my name, Gabby. So you're not going to forget about that. Yeah.
All right, Gabby Joson, don't miss it. Gabby Joson, all the way from the Philippines. Thanks for sharing your experiences and also your music. One day I hope I can see you live. You can fly down to Singapore. You can perform live for us over here. That would be amazing. Do you have any last things to say regarding mental health, or anything last things to share to people out there watching in?
Okay, so to everyone watching, I hope that you're all feeling okay. And if not, it's alright. We all go through that stuff. We all go through that. Just be reminded that someone out there is looking out for you. And I may be a stranger to you, but I hope you know that I appreciate you and you're doing good, you're doing well, and everyone is doing really well. Yeah, I hope also that we try to help each other, especially those who need us the most, like people with mental illnesses. We should help each other and do our part in breaking the stigma. And I hope that you know that your voice means a lot to some people because some people can't speak up for themselves. So don't just be a voice for yourself, but be a voice for other people as well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're definitely a powerhouse, for not only people who know you, but, everyone out there. But you know what? I want to hear more from you. So maybe stay on because we have a caller all the way from the Philippines as well. Can we put the call on? Because, we would love to have your advice or your opinion or your thoughts. All right, so the next call, can we connect the call? It's all the way from the Philippines. So we have a caller from the Philippines.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
All right. So good evening, Tropic Monsters, and to those in the Republic Polytechnic and to the viewers at home. My name is Adrian, and I'm from the Philippines. So I just wanted to make a quick description of our current pandemic situation. We are actually one of the longest lockdowns in the world in the Philippines, and around 19 months we're still in lockdown, and there are still many schools that aren't open. So this has really led to problems such as social isolation and a lack of interactions, which has raised fear and anxiety for many people, especially students during the COVID-19 pandemic. So I just wanted to ask, the esteemed people there from Brahm Academy, how can we overcome the sense of uneasiness and anxiousness during this unprecedented time?
All right. So thanks for your question. So could we get the people from Brahm Centre? Could we hear how can people get over the anxiousness during this pandemic? When people are in isolation.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I think humans are social creatures, so we need to interact, and the lockdown doesn't really help us much. Even more so for the youth. To be socially connected is important for the youth network. So during the time when you're under lockdown, feelings of anxiety, sleeplessness, maybe even a lower appetite, even weight changes, irritation, poor concentration, they will all come up. And they are all pretty normal, is within expectation. But I think what is really most important during the lockdown is that you you don't do too much of a drastic change to your life. Find something that you can anchor on, find something that you can do, you can enjoy online, still within the parameters of the pandemic allowance. It can be anything from, drawing, painting, anything that you enjoy, just to take your mind off things and do something. Most importantly, during this time, you're also with your family a lot, and being in an enclosed space with a lot of people in the household can also give rise to friction, sometimes arguments and even fights. So identify that everybody needs a little bit of space. So find something that you can anchor on so that you can take your mind off it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So like Miss Josephine shared, find something that you like to do, anchor on it, and also find someone that you can rely on, your powerhouse. Is that correct? Like how Gabby would put it. How about Miss Jolene? Anything to add on? I'd love to hear from a youth perspective.
So actually if you feel anxious or you feel stressed out, right, you can actually just relax yourself, take 3 deep breaths, and then focus on the things that you want to do so that you won't get so anxious. Like what Josephine shared, right? You can actually do something you like picking up a skills. So for me, right, usually if I feel anxious, I'm stressed, I usually stop everything and then I will find something that I would like to do to relax myself. So actually you can try this. Yeah, it can also at the same time help you to pick up some skills so that you can teach other people. So sharing is caring, right? Yeah.
Absolutely, sharing is caring, and never stop trying. Never stop trying to find something that you can anchor on, that you like to do. never stop trying, talking to people, opening up. But yeah, right now I'd like to hear from Gabby. So Gabby, what do you think? Or what do you have to say? Your response to the caller's question.
For me personally, just to like make sure that I don't give out the wrong advice. I think the best thing that you have to do is, of course, to consult someone who is in that expertise. But aside from that, like when everyone feels anxious at times, so if you do, deep breathing is the way to go. Just relax yourself and tell yourself to calm down. It really depends on you if you want to be surrounded by people or not, but most people wouldn't want to be surrounded by so many other people. So I think that you should just take a deep breath, relax, and if you really think that the anxiety that you're feeling is something that you just really can't control anymore, it's okay to seek help, to ask for professional help. So yeah, that would be my take on that.
Thanks for sharing. Next, could we have the Fellowship Haven share something? Give a bit of a student kind of advice, student's perspective.
I guess. So personally for me, I actually my friends lah, they do like Discord servers, so everyone can join the server, come in together and chat from there lah. So the interaction is still there. Yeah.
Where can we find this Discord server? Okay, shout out.
Well, I guess you can create your own servers lah.
Is there a channel that Discord server that we can find for like the Fellowship Haven?
For now, haven't yet, but maybe in the future.
Okay, yeah. We'll wait on it. For the next event, I hope the Discord server has already been set up. But I think what they share is you can join these type of servers, or find avenues where that you can share, anonymously, just share your problems. Maybe people are over there have similar problems to you, they can relate to you. But right now, we would like to hear from singers as well. Alyssa, do you have anything to add on?
How to cope with anxiety and difficult situations. I get very overwhelmed very easily because I think I am a bit of an overachiever. So I completely understand what it feels like to just suddenly feel like your whole world's gonna crumble because there's just way too many things and your mind is just going crazy. What I like to do, I meditate a lot. And I always try to meditate for at least 20 minutes. But the other thing that I do, I used to journal. So every time I was going through a difficult time, whether it was a lot of school, a lot of stress, or breakups, relationships, I write in my journal and I blog. And it's anonymous blogs, just for me. And it's just something that really helps you just get it all out. And the other thing that I've been doing recently was I go for morning walks. So sometimes I used to do it at night. I used to go running at night, but then I realized morning walks are actually so much better because you rise with the sun and just seeing the sun rise, while you're walking, and then you hear the birds. I don't bring my phone with me, so when I walk, I don't bring my phone. And the minute I get back home, the sun's already risen and I feel so good, just naturally good. So I think the more you connect yourself with what you need as a person, as an individual, and get in touch with nature, get in touch with yourself, that's the most important thing. The best way I think to cope with anxious thoughts.
Yeah, I think walks for me, it also works a lot, walks, taking long walks. But I got to work on the meditation part.
Yeah.
Maybe later I need some tip from you because I need to learn how to meditate and, let my stress and anxiety go. How about Yanni? Anything you want to add on how you cope? Share a bit how about you cope, how you cope with anxiety and also during this pandemic.
Okay, so for me, similar to Alyssa, I'm actually someone who never stops working because it feels weird if I just suddenly stop doing something. So I always want my day to be productive. And over this pandemic period, right, I actually realized that this is not healthy. So what I do normally is that I know that my outlet is actually music and creating content. So while I try my best to write songs, I also create content on TikTok as well, on sharing my stories on TikTok, on my TikTok channel. And I guess that's a great way to do it as well, because while you're sharing your story, you never know who will come across your video and who you can actually save. And I guess that's how I cope with this whole anxiousness and the unworthiness feeling. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Alyssa, for sharing as well. I want to thank Gabby for your advice, especially to the caller. Is the caller still there? Does this? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So how do you feel about these advice? Do you have anything to add on?
All the advice has been very great and super duper valuable. So I really appreciate the time and the effort for sharing all of your knowledge. So thank you so much.
Yeah. I want to thank Gabby as well for sharing her
Thank you.
advice. Yeah, thanks Gabby so much for joining us today and performing your songs.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really love the songs, especially like Powerhouse, so much meaning behind it. I think before you go, or before we, I think you'll still be there, but before we move on to the next topic, I think the Fellowship Haven wants to say hi to you or something like that. So can we...
Hi.
Hello, Gabby.
Hello, everyone. Hello, my RP friends.
Yeah. So from RP and from Fellowship Haven to you and Adrian, we miss you.
We miss you too.
You don't miss us or not? Hey, don't say miss us. No. Really, you not miss us.
It's true.
Okay. Awesome. I love that friendship that's going on. Yeah, keep that friendship going on, guys. So thanks for spreading mental health awareness. Please continue to do so through your songs and through your different outlets. And yourself, please stay strong during these tough times. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gabby. So next up, last but not least, we have our local talent, Alyssa Lie. A Peranakan, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I am Peranakan. Any Peranakans here?
And Peranakans now. Yay!
Yeah,
we got a few. 1, 2, 3, show hands. So we have Alyssa Lie, a Peranakan singer who won Singapore Got Talent back in 2020 last year. Yeah. back in the old days. Back in the pandemic days, which is last year. Yeah, so wow, you won, huh? That's
that was
amazing.
fun.
Yeah. Congratulations, first of all.
you.
Yeah. So how's the experience, with the whole competition and everything?
I think it was more like just to prove myself that I could join a competition.
Right.
Because I never really liked the idea of competing.
Yep.
I always feel like the most important person you should compete with is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was really just to be like, can I handle this kind of pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Or can I still perform under pressure? And it was just fun.
You know what?
I wasn't hoping for anything.
She did it for fun and, she won, So why not just go and join things for fun? Go and explore new things, go and learn new things,
Take risks.
You never know, you might be, take risks. But if I'm not wrong, you also a finalist in the Mandarin singing competition Icon Search
That's
in
another
2018.
risk that I took because my Mandarin's so bad.
Oh, come on. Better than mine again, confirm better than mine, Out the whole room here, I think I'm the worst.
I think that one was also a good experience, but like the comments were so obvious. They were like, "Oh, you sound too too Western, and you didn't have enough of the Mandarin inflection." So that's another thing that I learned how to just take criticism because I knew that wasn't my forte and I knew it wasn't my strength, but I just wanted to try it anyway. Yeah, and I think something you kind of learn as well is you need to learn how to not take criticism as a personal attack, but more of like, okay, so these are the things I need to work on, then I'll work on it. But also, if let's say you know that it's really not your strength, then just go focus on something else. Yeah, you don't have to try and be good at something that you're not passionate about or you're not naturally good at. I think it's better to focus your efforts on the things that you're already good at. Better.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. I did some research on you. Not that I stalked you or anything, but I noticed that you are also an actor. So you perform in like multiple local theatre productions, like Mind Jumper on Channel 8 and also Tanglin on Channel 5 Me Watch, right? So that's very impressive. You can sing, you can act. What else can you do? Come on.
I don't know. Voice. I do voiceovers.
Okay, that's really impressive.
So I can do really good British accents.
That's really impressive. Perhaps you can share with us your secret to so many talents, or maybe your how you get the energy to do so many amazing things. Maybe you can share with us, and how can people find this energy to achieve so many talents and.
So this is a story that I've always been meaning to tell, and maybe I should take inspiration from Yanni because she's been doing a lot of HT sessions. So I think this was, well, I'm really happy now and super energetic, and I've got a lot of energy, and people always text me on Instagram or like they DM me and they'll be like, oh Alyssa, how are you so happy all the time? Like, can you share with me like your positive vibes or like how you keep it up? And I always go like, it's not that simple. It's having gone through a lot in life to get you to the place where you just understand that, you know what, all of this is just a lesson for me, and all of this is fun, and life should be looked at like play. You know, it should be creative. It should be you exploring yourself, whether it's your emotions, your thoughts, experiences in life. Your whole life is a lifetime. Oh my god. It's a lifelong learning experience.
All right.
Sorry to say myself.
No, it's
laughing.
good. Yeah, lifelong. Yeah, lifelong learning experience. You know, like I love your energy though. I love your energy. Like, you know, I wish I could have like 10% of your energy. But how do people, you know, like yourself, juggle so many things at one go and also keep your mental health in check at the same time?
Oh yeah, that's a challenge. I think I used to always struggle. I think I still kind of do. I'll work really, really hard and then I'll burn out for like a month, and then I'll work really, really hard and then I'll burn out for a month. And then I just kind of realized like that's not sustainable. And so what I try to do now is I try to include more social activities in my life, because I used to only focus on work. So whether I was in LaSalle and I was doing the musical theatre course.
Right.
It was 7 to 7 and I would stay to 12.
Wow.
Every day, including Saturday and Sunday. So for me, it was like I really just worked myself to the bone, and then I realized like it's so true. Like even what Josephine and Jolene were saying, it's that humans are social creatures, and because I was lacking that, I was trying to find a lot of my value from the craft, or from the art, or from like what my teachers would say about me. And I just learned over time that no, I can take time out just for me, for myself.
It's very important, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, guys, you know, we are juggling so many things. You know, maybe it's work, maybe it's school, maybe it's your passion, maybe it's your, you know, joining a competition. But always remember to, you know, keep your mental health in check and take time for yourself. Focus on me, and you know, it's okay to say that you're not okay. Is that right to say?
Yes. It's okay not to be okay.
Wow, you can make everything a song. Is that we just made a song right now?
No, that's the Demi Lovato song.
You know what? I think you are really excited to sing. So you have a few songs that you're gonna perform for us. Is that right?
Songs, yes.
Two songs.
2 songs.
Are they originals?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so your first song, perhaps you could introduce your first song to us. It's called Stay. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's called Stay.
The first song is called Stay.
Yeah.
I wrote it when I was going through a really difficult relationship. I think I used to find my value in, like I mentioned just now, other people and other things, and I guess relationships was one of that. And it's really, there's a lyric in there that goes, I'll lay all my secrets down to meet you right where you are, and I'll lay all my secrets down for you if you want me to, darling, just stay. And when I wrote the song, I really just felt like, you know, I would literally do anything if you just didn't leave me. Like, I give you everything, I tell you everything, I hide absolutely nothing, but just don't go. And then I guess that was me when I was writing the song. I think now I don't do that as much. I think now I try and find that within myself.
Yep, like focus on me. Now it's me time. All right, but you know, I would love to hear the song. Thanks for sharing the story behind it. So without further ado, this is Alyssa Lie with her original Stay.
Always somewhere else. I tried to understand where you were coming from, but you wouldn't let me in. I'm falling. If your legs couldn't help you stand, and I know I said I won't leave, but do you have to make it so hard for me to stay? In your arms I'll be waiting for you to come home to me. Say you don't wanna be lonely, that you need me close to you, and I'll lay all my secrets down to meet you right where you are. Lay all my secrets down for you. You want me to, darling, just stay. I tried, but my world was spinning too fast. I couldn't hold on to you, and you couldn't let go of your past. I'm trying to get over us, but I'm scared that all we have has turned to dust. Please, darling, just stay in my arms. I'll be waiting for you to come home to me. Say you don't wanna be lonely, that you need me close to you, and I'll lay all my secrets down to need you right where you are. Lay all my secrets down for you. Do you want me to, darling, just stay? Please, darling, just stay.
Wow. Wow. That was amazing. Did you record the backing vocals yourself as well?
Oh yeah, I did. I recorded
Wow.
everything.
I was
did
like
my
thinking-
own harmonies. Yeah.
I was thinking how
did my
come
own
like two
BBs.
voices. Yeah, I was thinking how come you can do two voices at once. Is it a talent that you developed in the singing
No, I have the
competition?
pedal right here. You see?
Yeah, that's why. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, please teach me how to do two voices at once. But yeah, that was amazing. Stay. Could you just share with us a little more about, the inspiration behind the song? You already shared it, but
Yeah.
perhaps the message that you would like to spread to the viewers watching.
Yeah. I think, again, for me, music was a huge part of getting over a difficult situation. So I know different people process emotions differently. For me, I cannot process my emotions unless I write a song. And so when I went through this bad breakup, I just wrote. I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote until I processed everything and I didn't have anything else to write about. And then I knew that chapter was closed and I could move on. And that's really how I look at life, Do the thing you need to do for yourself. And then when you feel like, oh, you feel better already, then step into that new chapter. But don't force yourself somewhere where you're not yet. Yeah. Go through the process, go through the motions. That's what I would say.
Yeah, thanks for those words. Please, everyone at home, remember those words. Those are very inspirational and delightful song as well. Thank you. So where can people listen to Stay? If you wanna.
Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, YouTube. I would say all the digital streaming platforms. Yeah. And if I have a concert, I'll let you know.
Yes, please let me know. Yeah, you owe me a backstage.
Yeah,
pass,
yeah. The VIP pass.
Yeah, VIP pass, please. I want to be the only VIP at this event. So next up, you have another song for us, right? So the first one was Stay.
Yes.
And then this song,
So
perhaps you can
this
give
song-
an introduction.
This song is called Mend, and I think the title of the song is already very clear. So it's also a song I wrote when I went through a difficult relationship, but at the end of the relationship, when I just thought to myself, I'm really tired of writing heartbreak songs, and I don't really want to be stuck in that loop over and over and over again. So I was like, how about I just challenge myself and I write something positive, right? What can I take out of this difficult situation? And I was like, I think no matter what we go through, we can always mend our hearts again. And so that was the inspiration for this song, to mend everything.
It's like you moved on from Stay, and then this is like the continuation of Stay. So after Stay is Mend. So it's like sort of like a continuation. Is you are encouraging people to move on and to not just harp on one thing all the time and just
because it's so
always think
easy.
about.
It's so easy to replay your struggles and whatever past trauma that you go through, and then you get caught in this vicious cycle where you don't really know how to break out of it. So in a way, I was forcing myself to break out of it by giving myself a creative exploration. Yeah.
You know what? I can't wait to hear it. So right now, it's Man by Alyssa Lie.
Thank you.
Let the lights go down. I'm watching shadows draw lines upon your face. Our feet don't make a sound. You and me together will make our great escape. We'll throw our yesterdays away for tomorrow. I'll trade my tears with yours to drown the sorrow. I'll fight my fear to fight time. If you put your hand in mine, together we'll mend our hearts again. Let the tides roll by. I'm watching shadows trace the smile upon your face. I feel so new, watching the sunset in the evening sky, and the horizon reflecting blue in your eyes. I'll throw my yesterdays away for tomorrow. I'll trade my tears with yours to drown the sorrow. I'll fight my fear to fight time. If you put your hand in mine, together we'll mend our hearts again. Together we ran past the places that we left. We're letting the waves erase the names and fall into the sand. Together we'll beat the sunrise, fight the years, we'll race the tides. Wind in our head, I know we'll fight our hearts back. We threw our yesterdays away for tomorrow, and I traded my tears with yours to drown the sorrow. So I'll fight my fear to fight time. If you put your hand in mine, together we'll mend our hearts again. We'll throw our yesterdays away for tomorrow, and I'll trade my tears with yours to drown the sorrow. So I'll fight my fear to fight time. Put your hand in mine, together we'll mend our hearts again. Together we'll make it to the day that we'll find land again.
Thank you.
Wow, each song is better than the next. All equally very wonderful songs. So, could you give some advice on because you had the experience of a bad breakup?
Yeah.
Other than writing songs, how can someone get through a bad breakup like you did?
I think for me, I always try to be respectful and be kind. So whether I'm the one breaking up or the other person's breaking up with me, I always try to have a conversation with them. If they don't want to have a conversation, I will write out a message. With love, I always say, and I'll send it over. Because I think the worst thing you can do is keep something inside and just let it simmer and hold a resentment or a grudge for years. I think that's something that is not helpful to either party. I think the other thing that I did as well to get through a difficult breakup, like apart from writing songs, I talked to friends. I talked to a lot of friends. Sometimes I talk to like 30 friends.
Wow,
I know
okay.
it's a lot. And why does everybody need to know my story, right?
I only have
But
2
like,
friends.
yeah.
You have 30. But no, good. More friends, the better.
I just think it's good to get different perspectives, and the friends that I really appreciate. I think, okay, so even with friendships, right, you don't just go off and tell anybody and everybody, because like we all know, some people give you really good advice and some people don't.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to go down that wrong path.
Mhm.
So I would say the friends that give me the best advice, they kind of listen, they try and empathize, and then they'll give their suggestion, but then they'll also just be like, you know, Alyssa, this is just my perspective and this is my viewpoint. But at the end of the day, you're the one going through it.
Mhm.
So you actually know what's best for yourself.
You know what's best for
And
yourself.
so
yeah.
the friends are really more for moral and emotional support.
Yep.
More than like, I'm gonna ask my friend what to do with my life because
yep.
it's my life. Yeah. And you know what's best for yourself.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I mean, like, there's a lot of advice people can give you. Some are good, some are bad. But at the end of the day, you have to decide what's best for yourself, right? Yeah. So, you know, you mentioned just now people can find your songs through social media, iTunes, Spotify, and your Instagram as well. So how do you plan to spread positivity and, you know, through your music as well as your social media?
Yeah, I think I always do that through all the live performances that I do, and also just like on TikTok, I do a lot of live streams and I just chat with people and I literally let them talk about whatever they want. They can talk about philosophy, they can talk about art, they can talk about mental health, and it's, for me, that's really interesting because I think that people always feel like the best way to spread positivity is just to be like jumpy and joyful and cheerful, but I think there's more than that. There's more depth to that.
Yes.
I think the other way to spread positivity and just to make sure everybody feels safe is to create a safe space, you know, and to have a real and honest and genuine conversation. So that doesn't always have to be about the happy things. It can also be about the sad things. But it's about knowing that there's a community of people who are there with you through the good times and the bad. I think that's a good way to spread positivity. Instead of just to be like, let's all smile. Yeah.
You know what? I love your energy. And yeah, thanks for being such a bright light in the world.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
So,
my motto.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
my life motto.
No, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, what's your life motto? Yeah.
To be a light, to be a light for others.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I nailed it, huh? But you really demonstrated. You really demonstrated. You really show it through your actions, through your music as well. Yeah. So thanks for making the world a better place. So next up we have our professionals from Brahm Centre, to share with us how to maintain a positive mindset, especially during these trying times, and also how to promote mental wellness. So could we have Miss Josephine and Miss Jolene to share a little bit more?
I think after what I shared earlier, I think it's important that you live a balanced lifestyle, sleep well, you eat well, identify the symptoms that whenever you feel that you're overwhelmed, take a step back and breathe, and find something else to do before you re-engage again. Don't regress into smoking excessively, drinking excessively, or taking extra caffeine. They only make your palpitation worse, make your sleeping habits worse as well. So, of course, finally, practice mindfulness. We do have a host of programs online for everyone. There are free programs. You can join us on our daily lunch meditation and nighttime meditation as well.
All right, Miss Jolene.
Okay, so keep going, and then like what Josephine said, and do something you like. Pick up new skills, so when you're stressed, you can actually listen and meditate yourself. And most importantly, if you need mindfulness, you can actually just join our program. Yeah, it will be very helpful. Yeah, that's all.
Thanks for sharing. So where can someone, you know, for our viewers or, you know, anyone that's listening in, where can they seek help? Or you know, you mentioned at your website they can view certain programs, or is there any other avenues where one can seek help, or is there they can talk to someone, they can talk to professionals or medical experts?
Yeah, I believe in both countries, Philippines and Singapore, there are a lot of mental health helpline available. We have IMH helpline, even Brahm Centre, we have our own assist line, as well as SOS. These lines are usually run by professional. Counselors usually man the line, and they're usually 24 hours as well. So if you feel that your symptoms are actually getting worse, do seek medical professional help. see someone, see a psychiatrist or see a psychologist to get your symptoms treated early.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. It's very important to seek help. It's okay to be not okay. Remember, there's always help out there. So please seek help if you need. And we would love to hear from our Fellowship Haven. Do you guys have anything to share about how to maintain a positive mindset, especially during these trying times? And how to promote mental wellness?
Okay, so for having a good
positive mindset, how to maintain positive mindset during these trying times, and how to promote mental wellness.
So means you yourself promote mental wellness. Okay, so I think for the positive mindset, right, usually you know that there are many ways, such as taking part in hobbies that you like, or perhaps sleeping or hanging out with your friends. But personally for me, right, you know yourself best. So for example, if you're somebody, right, who usually likes to recharge by sleeping, right, then that is what contributes to your positive mental health. Because if you're somebody who actually likes to sleep to actually recover and take a break, right, but then after that somebody suggests for you to try new hobbies, which is something that you're not familiar with, right, then it will be very hard for your own frequency to actually match that. So then I would say you have to know yourself best for a start lah. And for promoting mental well-being, I think that it starts with being able to care for yourself first before you actually promote. Because I know that usually if you're someone who is maybe perhaps struggling a bit in life, right, it's a bit, how do I say, it's like certain things that you say may influence others the wrong way lah. So you take care of yourself first before you actually start by getting into promoting good mental health habits lah. Yes.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I was just watching the live there, and it seems like our camera got cut off halfway through. I was watching it on Facebook. So to those watching on Facebook, thanks for sticking around. Those on TikTok, where's the TikTok? Oh yeah, Darren. Yeah, hi. Thanks for sharing the Fellowship Haven. I'd like to hear from our singers now. Yanni, we haven't heard a while from you, so anything to share? How to promote a positive mindset during these trying times?
I think for me, what I have to say is that your feelings are valid and you are important, and it is okay to seek help. It's never shameful or wrong to seek help. It's not a sign of weakness. That's what I want to say. And that, for people like me, I think how to maintain a positive mindset is to always find the thing that keeps you going in life. Find that outlet that you can have to push you further in life. And that's what I do. For me, it's music and creating content, writing and designing, and that's all I do to make myself happy in this trying time. Yeah.
Thank you. Alyssa, anything to share? I know you shared a bit just now, but yeah.
How you can create a positive mindset, is that it?
Yes, how to create a positive mindset and
firstly,
maintain.
Be a really good listener. So be there for the people around you. I think one of the very important things that maybe people don't stress about enough is generosity. So the more you give, the more you get back. And I'm not even kidding, it's not a cliche, it's true. The more you're there for other people, the more you feel good, the more other people are also gonna be there for you. So you gotta start treating people with kindness, and then the world kind of just becomes a naturally more beautiful place. Yeah.
All right, yeah, thank you. How about Gabby? We'd love to hear from you as well. Thanks for sticking in. And yeah. So how do we maintain a positive mindset, especially during these trying times? And
I think that once in a while we are going to go through situations that are difficult for us, and we just have to keep that in mind. It's normal that we are going to feel disheartened at times. So I think that we should just try to look at the brighter side of things. There's always a silver lining when it comes to situations that are difficult. And if we just find that, if we just see that, then maybe we will be able to also feel better about things. And yeah, I think that you should also remind yourself that there are people out there that you can, like cope with and be with. And yeah, I think that's all that I can say.
Thank you so much. You know what? I would love to hear more from everyone. But unfortunately, I think we ran over 1 hour. Thanks those of you guys who are still sticking in on TikTok, on Facebook. I've enjoyed myself. I hope every one of you guys have enjoyed yourselves with the musical performance, with people sharing about their thoughts on mental health, and just the good vibes in general. You know what? You guys have been an amazing audience, so thank you guys for sticking in, and thanks everyone for behind the scenes. But individually, I want to once again thank our musical guests. First of all, Yanni, Gabby. Okay, the cut slowly. Gabby and Alyssa for coming to our live. It was wonderful to hear you guys live. Gabby, hopefully one day you can come on set to hear you actually live.
Someday.
Yeah, so thanks so much. Remember to check them out on their social media, on their Instagram. So and their music as well, available on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Just search their names like Yanni, Ruth, Gabby, Joson, and Alyssa Lie. Alyssa Lie is spelled I-L-I-E, right? Yeah, so Alyssa L-I-E. So and also we want to thank our mental health experts from Brahm Centre. So thank you all for your insightful information. I'm sure everyone watching, it helped everyone watching, and also they can relate. And would you like to share a few more things before we move on or end the live? Would you like to say a few more things before we end the live? Sorry?
Don't forget to breathe.
Oh yeah, breathe. Breathing is very important. Yeah, I'm sure everybody has learned a lot from you guys, and thanks for your expert advice. So next up, we want to thank our presenters from the Fellowship Haven for being here and also supporting us all the way, and also for your podcast. So where can they find your podcast, guys?
Okay, so they can find our podcast at Community to Campus on Instagram or on YouTube. Yes.
Yeah. So what can people expect from your podcast?
Wow. Some very juicy content like how do you open up about your mental struggles, and who can you open up to, and how should you open up, and who should you open up actually. Yeah. And things like how to find the pillars of support in your life, and how to better your own mental well-being.
Yeah, it's very fun. Your podcast, I seen on Community to Campus, so it's Community to Campus. Right? The numerical value to campus. I seen some of it, you were wearing like a cone on your head and all that. What's that all about? Can you share a bit?
It's a bit of character. So I just want to introduce my friend Cluster.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Cluster. So
it's an octopus, is it?
Yes, it's an octopus. Yes, so this is our mascot for Fellowship Haven.
What's the octopus name again?
Cluster.
Clustered.
Okay. Sorry, clustered.
Why this name?
Bridget, why? Share with us.
I don't know, I like food, so I thought that calling it custard was kind of cute, Oh yeah, but just to add on, right, for the Fellowship Heaven, right, it's not gonna be like those kind of lectures whereby we tell you simply how to have good mental health and stuff like that. We're actually gonna try and get like real life experiences and people to talk about it. So if you're interested, please stay tuned.
Right, yeah, definitely. So head over to Community to Campus and to check out the Fellowship Haven. These guys, they are students, and it really surprises me how mature they are, and how remarkable and their thoughts and advice is. So go check them out. I'm sure you will have a good time. So last but not least, I would like to thank the technical team. They without these guys, the live that you have been watching, not on TikTok. On TikTok, there's somebody who can turn the camera on TikTok on camera. So turn. Hey, so that's Darren. So he's been holding the camera all this time. It's not like a floating camera or what. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, so these are the guys behind the scenes. They've been changing the camera here and there. They up the audio here. Maybe you can show yourself. You see, cannot see you guys. Like, show a bit. So let's have a short introduction for everybody. All right, yeah, thank guys. Thanks for being part of it, especially Mr. Aaron. So Mr. Aaron, can we come back camera 7? So Mr. 7 is the star player. So he's the MVP. He's the one that organized everything. He put everything together. He got this studio, he got the lighting. A lot of effort was put into this production, and we would love to do more. Thanks, Mr. Aaron. You're really awesome. So keep up the good work. And Farhana, Jamie, Elijah, all right. And then oh gosh, Valerie. Yeah. Oh, see, good. And then oh man, huh? Dana, I only know astrology lah. You like to do astrology, right? Yeah. And Dana, who likes to do astrology. So thanks everybody. All right. So no one. So apparently, if you all have seen, we have a request from Mr. Aaron to do the "Are you okay?" dance, but I think maybe you leave that the next time, a bit difficult, Okay, so once more, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We will have another event, so stay tuned. We'll announce the next event, right, Mr. Aaron? Is there another one, or are we cancelled? Okay, many more. Okay, so I'm Jay Maya from Tropic Monsters. Let's cut one more round. Let's thank everybody. Cut to all the cameras. Let's thank everybody. Thank you. What a great event. Thank everybody. Everybody lah. Don't come back to me. All right. Thanks. All right. Yay! Clap. And thanks to technical team. Then camera 8. Then turn this camera to the Fellowship Haven. Okay. And then we have I need to pen right a little bit. Pen right, yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Thank you. So remember, it is not, okay. So remember, it is okay to say that you're not okay. And remember, you're not alone. Please reach out if you are seeking help. You need professional advice. You need expert advice. There's a lot of help out there. You're not alone. And remember what everyone has said today, from the songs, the music, and the advice from the students, the professionals. So if you can just go and listen to the songs, remind you of things that they said today. And that's it for us. All right, wish you all good night. See you on the next event, and thanks for joining us for live. Really appreciate, guys, everybody. So thank you. Yay, we did it.